Good morning. Okay, so we just done our first lesson on integers, so just what are integers. So now we're going to work on comparing and ordering integers. In math, whenever you see the word to compare numbers, we're talking about, is a number less than or greater than another number? Is one number equal to another number? Or is a number greater than another number? So the first thing that says is compare 2 and -4 on the number line. So the first thing we're going to do, sorry, it's just a little bit faded. So the first thing we're going to do, so this is 0. So 2 is here, -4 is here. So first we're going to identify those two numbers on the number line. What I want you guys to write up here is left is less. If you can remember, left is less. This chapter should be pretty simple. Anytime a number is to the left of another number, it's always less than. So when it says compare those two numbers, our answer would say -4 is less than 2 because -4 is to the left. All right, so I'm actually going to erase the 2 and -4. And now I'm going to find 0 and -4 up here. So here's 0, here's -4. Left is less. So because -4 is to the left, it's less than, which means 0 is greater than 4. No, I'm sorry, 0 is greater than -4. So we're going to put the greater than sign between those two integers. Next ones, -5 is here. And 3 is here. So -5 is to the left of 3, so -5 is less than 3. Left is less. -8 compared to -7. Okay, so -8 compared to -7. -8 is to the left, so -8 is less than -7. 1 compared to -5. So here's 1 and here's -5. So because 1 is to the right, it's greater than, so 1 is greater than -5. -1 and -2, here's -1. And here's -2. -2 is to the left, so it's less, which means -1 is greater than -2. Last one. -3 compared to -5. -5 is left, so it's less, so -3 is greater than -5. Graph each integer on the number line. So we're going to graph -4, whoops, sorry. We're going to graph -4, 3, 0, -1, and 2. When you see the words to graph each integer, all it means is to put a dot and label that number. So here's -4. Up here, I'm going to write -4. We're supposed to graph 3. Graphing an integer means put a dot right on that line and put the number just above. We're going to graph 0, put the dot right on the point right on the line. We're going to graph -1, put your point right on the line and label that -1 and -2. I'm going to put that one underneath so my numbers don't run into each other. And that's all you need to do to graph numbers on a number line. Write the integers as they appear on the number line from left to right. So that means we're ordering from least to greatest. From left to right means we're ordering from least to greatest. So I'm going to start over here with this. And that's going to be -4 is less than. I'm going to keep moving to the right down the number line, -2. Keep moving down my number line. The next integer I see is -1 is less than 0 is less than 3. So if you graph the numbers on the number line, that's a really easy way to put them in order, because then all you have to do is go from left to right when you're ordering them. All right, it says now you try. So I'm gonna have you guys pause the video, go ahead and try to order. So first of all, graph these on the number line, and then down here, you're gonna put them in order for me. So go ahead and pause and come back when you're ready. Okay, so let's see how our numbers compare. So we've got 6. I think down here, I need a better copy, don't I? I need to get a better copy for you guys. So we've got 6 and -6 down here. 3. Oops, I think that was 4. Sorry. 4, 5, 6. There's 6. Okay. Then I'm finding 3, -8, 1, -2, and 0. All right, now that I've got my orders on, or my numbers on my number line, I can order them from least to greatest, going from left to right. So I'm going to start with my -8 is less than, I'm going to keep moving down the line, -6, keep moving to the right, is less than -2, is less than 0, is less than 1, is less than 3, is less than 6. So check your answers with mine. Go ahead and correct it if you made a mistake. All right, so what about these? Well, we know negative numbers are always going to be to the left. So I'm going to make myself a little number line. I'm going to put 0 in the middle. So I'm going to pick out all my negative numbers first. So I know -50 would be way down here to the left. I know -10 would be fairly close to 0, and -20 would be to the left of -10. So 10 would be to the right, and 20 would be to the right of that. Okay, now I can put my numbers in order. So my answer would say that -50 is less than -20, is less than -10, is less than 0, is less than 10, is less than 20. Alrighty, so I'm going to have you guys pause the video again. Go ahead and try to compare these 6 problems and restart the video when you're ready to check. All right, so comparing 2 and -4. A negative number is always less than a positive number, which means a positive number is always greater than a negative number. So 2 is going to be greater than -4. Now, the time when it gets a little tricky is -3 and -1. So if you picture that on a number line, if 0 is here, -1 is just 1 hop away from 0. -3 would be to the left of that. So -3 is less than -1. -4 and -5. 0, -4, -5. Since -5 is to the left of -4, -4 is greater than -5. -1 would be just 1 hop away from 0. -5 would be 5 to the left of 0. So -1 would be greater than -5. A negative number is always less than a positive number, and a positive number is always greater than a negative number. A number is between -3 and -11. What is the least possible integer value of this number? And what is the greatest? Always draw yourself a number line. Okay, so if it's -3 to -11, I'm going to put 0 way down here to the right. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, and -11. Okay, look at the way the question is worded very carefully. A number is between -3 and -11. So we're only looking at these numbers right here. Question, what is the least possible integer value? Well, if it's an integer, it has to be the opposite of a whole number. Least, remember, left is less. So the least possible number would be -10, because -10 is between -3 and -11. It's the farthest one to the left. So my first answer would say -10 is least. And then the second question says, what is the greatest number between those two? Well, the greatest number between those two would be -4, because it's farthest to the right. So -4 is greatest. All right, we are finished. I'll see you later.